Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be continuing on with our Swift programming tutorial series, and in this particular tutorial we're going to be taking a look at dictionaries in Swift. Now, what exactly are dictionaries? Well, dictionaries are a collection of key value pairs. Pretty simple, right? Well, in this video, we're going to take a look at not only how to create dictionaries, how to create a blank dictionary, but we're going to take a look at how we can reference values inside of that dictionary, how we can add values to the dictionary, how we can remove values from that dictionary, and how we can loop through our dictionary. So let's get started, shall we? To get started, how exactly do we, inside of Xcode, how exactly do we create an empty dictionary? Well, to create an empty dictionary, we can say var movies equals, let's say, open square bracket, close square bracket. Inside of the square brackets, we need to tell it what types this dictionary is going to take. So for the key, we are going to take in a string, colon, and now we need to do the type for the key, which is going to be an int. After the closing bracket, we can do a left and right parenthesis. And that is our empty dictionary. Relatively simple. Nothing too bad. Now, how exactly do we add elements to this dictionary then? Well, we can add elements to our dictionary by doing this. So we can say movies, open and closing square brackets. Inside of the brackets, we need to give it a key. So what is going to be our key then? Well, we can say a new hope. And then when we do equals, this is going to be the value part of our key value pair. So this integer is going to be the release year of A New Hope in this particular case. So 1977. We can also add the next two movies from the original Star Wars trilogy by doing movies, The Empire Strikes Back equals 1980. Movies Return of the Jedi equals 1983. All right, so now we have a dictionary of the first 3 Star Wars movies ever made. And how exactly then do we loop through this dictionary? Well, we can loop through the dictionary using a for-in loop. And this for-in loop is going to be a little bit different than what we did when we were looping through an array. And I'll show you why. So for... And here's where it gets different after the for keyword. Here we need to provide a tuple, which represents our key and value pair. So inside of our open and closing parenthesis here, we are going to give these elements a name that we can reference inside of our loop. So the first is going to be our key, which is our title. And then our second element is going to be our release year. Release year in movies. Like this. So for a tuple of title and release year in movies. Then we can print title was released in release year. Like that. If we save it and run it, you can now see we have A New Hope was released in 1977. The Empire Strikes Back was released in 1980, and Return of the Jedi was released in 1983. All right. And that's great and all, but what if we know the key of the entry in our dictionary that we want to get, and we want to retrieve that particular entry? Well, when we do this, it will retrieve the value at that key. If we want to get the value at that specific key, we can do this, where let year equals movies, left square bracket, A New Hope, and that's it. So A New Hope is our key that we're using, and now year is going to hold the value of 1977. If we print year and we run it, we get build failed. Why? Okay. I see. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Print, run. Okay. Now you can see we get 1977 printed to the console. Pretty simple. Or at least you should get 1977 printed to the console. All right. Now, let's see. Oh, my screen reader's being uncooperative at the moment. 1 second. All right. So now that we have our, now that we've gone and retrieved an item at a specific key, we've looped through our array, or rather our dictionary, we've added items to the dictionary. How do we remove them? Right? How do we remove items? Well, we can do that by using the remove value method, I believe it's called. So we can say movies dot remove. So we can remove all of the items in the dictionary. We can remove all of the items but keep the capacity of our dictionary. And we can remove value for a specific key, and that's what we want. All right, so let's go ahead and keep that. This placeholder is going to be our key, so we'll say the Empire Strikes Back. And there we go. Now let's loop through our dictionary again for title, comma, release year in movies, print title was released in release year. Save it, run it, and now you can see The Empire Strikes Back is no longer in our dictionary. We only have A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. So that pretty much does it, guys, for this video on how you can create dictionaries, add items to a dictionary, remove items from a dictionary, refer to a value inside of a dictionary by its key, and how we can, do all that stuff you would want to do with a dictionary. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we will see you all in the next one.